Hey, what's up, dudes? Welcome back to the channel. You like that intro? I made that like a year and a half, 2 years ago, and I'm just now getting to use it. All right, I really like it. Anyway, I'm sure you've seen a lot of these videos already in the past few hours. Some from some of my favorite YouTubers when it comes to the FGC. Fighting game community and Mortal Kombat especially. A lot of them have went over a lot of this information, but there's been some new information, so there's more videos coming out. This is just kind of like your big one-stop shop video for all the information that you need about the Mortal Kombat 1 reveal. If you guys did not know, there was an FAQ released on the website along with the reveal trailer, and the editions of the game were also revealed as well, all the way up to the collector's edition and everything you get. So we're going to be going over all of this, talking about some of the potential gameplay of the cameos, aka assists, and how they could link to other fighting games of the past, and could maybe revive a genre, however you say that, if it's done right. So let's crack into this video. So let's go over what everyone's going to want to know about first, what I swabbed the internet for immediately after knowing that it was out there, and that is the collector's edition of the game. What do you get? Well, this is what you get right here. We get the premium edition available on Xbox Series X or S or on PS5. Unfortunately, not coming on PS4 or the Xbox X, 1X. It was the 1's, right? Yeah, whatever. An exclusive steel case, a Liu Kang sculpture designed by Course, and it's 16.5 inches tall. A collector's box, a Course art prints, and also if we go down a little bit, we get the first combat pack included in this, an exclusive limited edition Liu Kang in-game color variant. That was a mouthful. And it's inspired by the Course sculpture, so the in-game skin is exactly what you're seeing on that sculpture. It's gonna look gray and blocky and shit. We get Shang Tsung, I cannot ever say his name, downloadable code if you guys did not know, and we'll get into that in a minute. He is the pre-order bonus for this game, and 2,700 dragon crystals, which is the in-game currency for this game. Already don't like the sound of that, but hey, we're living in the new era of gaming where every game has an in-game currency. We're just gonna have to live with it. But along with that, they also released a comparison for all the editions, and we're just gonna go through the collector's edition because it shows everything. So this is the only thing that's really left out from that whole collector's page. If you get the collector's edition of the game, you get the pre-order content, of course. You also get 1 week early access to the game and 1 week early access to the DLC characters, which is, I mean, that's pretty big, having 1 week of early access to the game. You get that with the premium edition and the collector's edition. I'm gonna be honest, boys, I'm not a big fan of Liu Kang, or honestly that sculpture either, so I'm gonna go with the premium edition. So make sure if you want to be playing Mortal Kombat 1 a week early, and you want a week early access to the DLC characters, that you at least get the premium edition if that's what you're into. But now we need to go over the actual home screen for the Mortal Kombat 1 website. There's already one. I guess this is why it took them so much time. They were designing a dope ass website. That's where the extra year and a half went, right? So we're going to scroll down a little bit here and go to the immersive story campaign. Now, this gave me like big, like actual in-depth, maybe open world, at least linear-esque style, think Resident Evil campaign. Like, it looks like they're going hard for the story in this game. If we look at a lot of the other like reveal trailers for Mortal Kombat, it's just two characters fighting, mostly Sub-Zero and Scorpion. But in the trailer for this one, it's featuring the story. Like, they are really hyping up the story behind this game, and I'm for it. If we get that, can mean conquest modes back. That can mean like the story is conquest mode. It could be super fucking cool. I really like what they're doing with the story. We'll get into the FAQ in a minute, which actually talks about the story a little bit, but the campaign should be pretty cool. And another big thing, the other main note on this website front page, is Kameo fighters, and it says choose from a unique roster of Kameo fighting partners to assist you in battle. Now, if you're anything like me and you're not just a Mortal Kombat nerd, you're a fighting game nerd in general, anytime you see assist in a piece of text in a sentence with anything to do with a popular fighting game, you immediately get excited. I know I do. And why is that? Because I love Marvel vs. Capcom. What fighting game fan doesn't, right? Marvel vs. Capcom, MVC, dead too long. It's Marvel, baby. well, Mortal Kombat could have Marvel type assists. Now, the last Marvel vs. Capcom game was Infinite, and I think it was great. The graphics were ass, but I think the actual gameplay was great. Mortal Kombat, if they do this right, they could bring back the entire genre of assist fighters. Now, I'm not saying it's dead. I know there are some really good fighting games out right now that have an assist-based gameplay style, but none have really reached the level of Marvel vs. Capcom, and I don't think anything ever could, except for something like Street Fighter or Mortal Kombat. If Mortal Kombat does this right, does the assists well, makes it work in a competitive setting, in an enjoyable and fair... Let's think about Marvel vs. Capcom. Nothing about that shit was fair. In a fun way, that's what we want, right? Fun way. This could bring back the entire genre. I mean, Mortal Kombat has not only, it's not the first time they've fired up a genre and like created the trend. They could do it again with bringing back, reviving a genre, which I'm all for. Please, God. I really hope they do this right, but I think Kameo Fighters is going to be like the big thing of Mortal Kombat 1. Let's move over to the FAQs though. So we start with the first 3 FAQs here. We got what type of game is Mortal Kombat 1? And we get the answer, which is Mortal Kombat 1 is the latest title in the acclaimed Mortal Kombat video game franchise developed by award-winning NetherRealm Studios. The game will introduce a reborn Mortal Kombat universe that has been created by the Fire God Liu Kang, featuring reimagined versions of iconic characters as they've never been seen before, along with a new fighting system, new game mode, bone-crushing finishing moves, and more. This isn't a whole lot, but it gives us a lot of insight into kind of the structure of this game. We know they're going with a new fighting system, so we're moving away from MK11. People like me who hated MK11's gameplay style, especially when it came to playing against other people, this is a pretty exciting thing. They're bringing in a new fighting system. Hopefully it's more akin to MKX or MK9, but regardless, anything that isn't MK11, I'm open for. We're getting reimagined versions of iconic characters, which is also really cool. We've seen these characters in pretty much the same form, no, literally the same form for about 30 years now. I was about to say 25, but we're literally on the Mortal Kombat 30th anniversary, so 30 years now. We've just seen them through version 1, which was like MK1 through the 3D era up into MK9, where the timeline got rebooted technically by time travel, and then we moved from that into MK11, which was the trilogy of resetting the timeline, and now we are in a truly unknown territory of seeing how these characters look, how they act, who their friends are, who their enemies are. I mean, just in the trailer, we saw Melina and Katana, mortal enemies, riding in the same carriage together, apparently driven by Jade, you know? I'm joking, it was not driven by Jade. And we see Scorpion and Sub-Zero fighting together. And I mean, this isn't really anything crazy, but we see Raiden and Kung Lao, or Kung Lao's ancestor, the great Kung Lao, together as well. Now, they all die together, thanks to Shang Tsung, but they are together. So it's just an incredible, incredible opportunity for them to do some out-of-the-wild, wacky shit and bring back some really cool characters in some interesting ways. Like, what if Shao Kahn was a good guy, right? Great chance here. And now, of course, we get who is developing MK1. All versions are built on the NetherRealm Studios technology, with oversight by NetherRealm. NetherRealm is, of course, developing the console versions, the PlayStation 5, Series X and S, while QLOC is developing the Steam and Epic Game Stores versions of the game, and Shiver Entertainment and Saber Interactive are developing the Nintendo Switch versions of the game, which, I mean, I think we all know at this point, if you're going to buy a fighting game, buy it on a console. Those ports usually aren't too good, but hey, maybe I'll eat my words this time. Of course, Warner Bros. Is publishing Mortal Kombat 1. The big thing, it was shown in the reveal trailer, Mortal Kombat is scheduled for worldwide release on September 19th, 2023. But the very next question, if you pre-order the game, if you pre-order the premium or collector's edition of the game, you will have access to the game beginning September 14th, 2023, which is great. Mortal Kombat is going to be available on PlayStation 5, Series X and S, Nintendo Switch, and PC. I don't understand why they can put it on Nintendo Switch but not PS4 and Xbox One. Mortal Kombat 1 will also be available on PC via Steam and Epic Game Store, as we talked about. And of course, Mortal Kombat 1 is new game price for the next gen, $70 for PlayStation 5, Series XS, Nintendo Switch, and PC, including Steam and Epic Game Stores. I think it's ridiculous that the price even got upped on Steam. Doesn't make any sense to me. But another big thing in all of this, if we go down a little bit in this segment and the second paragraph here, along with the Kombat Pack, early access to the game begins in September on the 14th, and you get 1,250 Dragon Crystals for the Premium Edition. And the Kombat Pack will also feature a Johnny Cage character skin with the likeness of famous actor and martial artist. Wow, I'm stuttering a lot. It's been a while. Jean-Claude Van Damme, available at launch. Man. So here's a very interesting thing. We see 6 new playable characters available post-launch and 5 new cameo characters available post-launch. We also see, will there be opportunities to play Mortal Kombat 1 before release? Players who pre-order the game on PS5 and Xbox Series X will receive access to the Mortal Kombat 1 beta, which will be available in August 23. So make sure, if you want to play the beta to this game, you pre-order the game. I hate pre-ordering games, but I'm playing the fucking beta to Mortal Kombat 1, so I'm pre-ordering the game. Just keep that in mind. Which characters will be available in Mortal Kombat 1? So Mortal Kombat 1 will feature reimagined fighters like they've never been seen before, including Liu Kang, Scorpion, Sub-Zero, Raiden, Kung Lao, Katana, Mileena, Shang Tsung, Johnny Cage, and many others. So basically every character that you saw in the trailer for the game, and Johnny Cage, because he was mentioned for Jean-Claude Van Damme, which was probably in the contract for Jean-Claude Van Damme. What are cameo fighters and how do they work in MK12? Cameo fighters are a unique roster of partner characters to assist during matches, creating expanded gameplay possibilities for players. These characters are chosen separately from the main roster of the game. So I don't know if I'm going to leave the part where I theorized on that before I actually read further in the FAQ about it, or if I'm going to take that out, because now I feel stupid reading it, because I mean I was right, but still I'm probably going to take that out. Yeah, I sat there for like 2 minutes and explained that right there because I hadn't read any further yet. Anyway, moving on. What type of modes will Mortal Kombat 1 have? So story mode, obviously, with a brand new cinematic narrative featuring unexpected twists on classic rivalries and original backstories for the wide-ranging cast of legendary fighters. And of course, more details for online and offline modes will be coming soon. You will not need a connection to play the story mode or, LAN for Mortal Kombat 1, but if you want to play online, you need internet, right? Obviously. Do you need Xbox Live, PlayStation Plus, or Nintendo Switch Online? Yeah, obviously. Yeah, you will need that. And will Mortal Kombat 1 have rollback netcode? You bet your fucking ass it will. Let's go. So NetherRealm, of course, not letting us down when it comes to rollback. They know we need the rollback. We got the rollback. So depending on when this video is actually uploaded, this is pretty much all the information that we have right now, except for a couple of leaks that the Thinny has actually talked about over on Twitter that were right about cameo fighters, so they could be fully right, but I'm going to try to stay away from leaks this time around because I don't want to be that guy. I just want to talk about the game when shit happens and play the game and have fun, instead of getting roasted online 24/7. That sounds like fun this time around, so that's what we're going to do. So yeah, if you want to see some potential leaks, they're over on the Thinny's Twitter. I'll leave a link in the description down below if you want to check that out. But yeah, Mortal Kombat 1, man, pretty hyped about this. Can't lie, pretty hyped. I want to play as Jean-Claude Van Damme. That sounds cool. Anyway, let me know what you guys think about this in the comments down below. And to finish my original thought of that whole paragraph there, there's more information probably coming. I don't know if I'm going to schedule this for upload at 9 o'clock in the morning or some shit. But Ed Boon and one of the community managers, they're doing a Q&A tomorrow at some point in time. Might make a video later that day, might make a video the next day. I don't know. We'll see what's said. But there could be some new information released there too. So stay tuned for that. Anyways, dudes, let me know what you think about all this in the comments down below. How are you feeling? Give me some theories. We're probably going to do a wish list soon for characters and game modes and gameplay, probably, because I'm that guy. But yeah, that's going to do it for me, dudes. Thank you all so much for watching. My name's Tootin. I've been your host. See you when I see you. Peace.